please give us your name?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Somebody, please tell me how the effect of this man is still being felt even from the grave. Jeffrey Epstein. So according to investing.com, JPMorgan Chase settles an Epstein-related claim for $365 million, and they settled for $75 million. Now, if you remember, this claim was brought by the Attorney General in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the reason for it was because the lawsuit alleged that JPMorgan failed to report suspicious activities linked to Jeffrey Epstein's trafficking. One, people already knew about his reputation. This was nothing secretive and this was nothing new. And two, no red flags were ever raised when he would make withdrawals of about $40,000 to $80,000 on a monthly basis in cash. This was done over a 15-year period, and it amounted to roughly $5 million, and no one raised a red flag. Yes, it is your money. Yes, you can withdraw it, and yes, it may not necessarily raise red flags. But JPMorgan has already been under the microscope for the handling of the whole Bernie Madoff situation, that whole Ponzi scheme where he would take billions of dollars from people. And when those things are done, they have a legal obligation, whether it's true or false, they have a legal obligation to file an SAR, a suspicious activity report. Granted, if you do that and it turns out to be false and there's nothing there, yeah, you do run the risk of upsetting your client. But failure to do that also leads into the situations that we have here. And when it came down to Jeffrey Epstein, there's even email evidence that a broker had visited Jeffrey Epstein's residence potentially between 2013 and 2017. He went to that residence about 13 times. The bank also went out of their way to make sure that they maintained a good and positive relationship with Leon Black. And we've already covered Leon Black and his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. It's kind of funny though, because one of the potential reasons that they wanted to maintain a good relationship with Jeffrey Epstein is because he did have high-end friends. He possibly steered a few high-income clients their direction. Some of those names are Bill Gates, Sergey Brin, the founder of Google, even the Sultan of Dubai. So you take that into consideration, and then you start to understand why they wouldn't want to look into when he decides to make cash withdrawals or file an SAR or do things to make him unhappy. He came with some very powerful and influential friends that probably knew other friends. So now, Jamie Dimon, the CEO and chairman of JPMorgan, he's going to be facing some scrutiny for some time. They can call it a moral collapse, ethical considerations, failure of judgment, bad calls, bad judgment, whatever. So now we're looking at a $75 million settlement with the U.S. Virgin Islands. JPMorgan is going to come under more scrutiny because of this, and probably be under the microscope for some time. Are things going to change though? I highly doubt it. I believe the total amount for the settlement equals up to, with this now $75 million, equals up to $365 million. But to them, I can only imagine that that's probably just a drop in the bucket, and more than likely, their lawyers and accountants are going to be on this right away. So no, unfortunately, nothing is really going to change from this. And at the very most, this might honestly just be a little slap on the wrist. Morally and ethically, yeah, they might take a hit, but financially, to me, they're going to go on with business as usual. So let me know what it is that you guys think. Do you think to make them really feel it and understand that this claim should have been for even more? Leave your comments in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, and I'm going to see you guys again for the next one. Be easy, y'all.
Could you please give us your name?
Jeffrey Epstein.